Our Amazon page. Please remember to shop at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. It's quite simply the best way to support this show. If you need it, Amazon has it, and you can get it at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon. Bookmark it, please.
Available on demand every day in iTunes and the Google Play Store, and around the world on MikeO'MaraShow.com. What more can we do for you?
Hi, everybody, and welcome to Starbucks Corner.
What?
I'm Mike O'Mara, and this portion of the program is not brought to you by Starbucks, but we're calling it Starbucks Corner because today I had a real tutorial in the Starbucks that's located at the bottom of the building here in Washington, D.C.
Can I offer
where I'm only going to be for another week's time.
Can I offer an opinion about our Starbucks in the base of our building?
Certainly.
It feels damp in there.
Really? As far as the room?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's just not? Don't you feel damp most of the time?
No. In my Starbucks that I normally go to,
the Leesburg Starbucks.
Well lit. The air is dry as if it's a beautiful high pressure system.
Right.
In there, it feels like it's about to rain.
Do you think it has anything to do with the ventilation in this studio?
The age of the building as well.
Well, I learned how to order my new beverage today because what I learned from Starbucks on their website. And I was showing this to Mrs. O'Mara.
You didn't actually research on the website, did you?
I did.
Oh, it's his pre-show prep.
I did. No, I mean I did this over the weekend.
Oscar, have you ever heard the phrase "bull in a china shop"?
Yes.
Let's update the expression to one I learned last week. Mike O'Mara ordering coffee.
Are you violent about it?
No, you didn't handle it like most people do in a Starbucks.
Whoa, wait, now this is taking a decidedly different turn. Now, I'll let you have your say, Mr. Man. But let me just, I was going to come in here today because, yes, okay, I know that throughout my life there have been many, many experiences where I have been a tad tardy to the party.
I understand.
Okay, and this
wasn't that your old disc jockey name?
Tardy to the party. Tardy at the party.
That's what it was.
Yeah. And I tweaked it up a little bit. Had kind of a fake accent. But anyway, that's a different show and a different timeline. Hey, let's listen.
You know what? I asked someone and I listened back myself. They can't hear that.
Damn it!
Yeah.
I wish they could though, because it would be kind of add a little character.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's like being in West Side Story.
So, one of the nice things about our DC studios is that at the bottom of our building there is a beautiful Starbucks building. Room.
It's at the epicenter of Glover Park.
It's really, and it's where all the hipsters hang out.
Yes.
Because really, what they say about Glover Park, it is the Brooklyn of Washington, D.C.
Is that what they say?
That's what I say.
I'll take that.
Okay.
But anyway, in the Starbucks, I don't drink coffee because coffee, makes my butt bleed.
No, it's not. That's not what it does.
I get migraine headaches when I drink coffee. So what I do is, I said coffee. Coffee talk.
Coffee.
So what I did is, but tea is just a wonderful thing. And I love a good cup of tea.
Who doesn't?
And because it's been chilly, it's been a late March cold snap.
What with the blizzard coming in tomorrow?
I have chosen to go with this chai tea. Then the other day when I walked in, I ordered a chai tea latte.
Aha!
With real whole milk.
It's like an ice cream sundae.
It's just it's chock-a-block with calories.
Wow, they make it with whole milk?
They do.
Oh, that's delicious.
So the next time I went in there, because I showed this to Carla, she said, "You can't have that."
I love the Carla impression.
Stop it!
You mustn't have all milk.
Diabetes.
You can't have that. Too many calories, fat ass.
Who are you?
You're fat. I am Carla.
How you been?
You can't have that, Mike.
What about could he have like whipped cream and a cherry?
Would you like to know how this morning went?
Yeah.
You have to get the baby up.
But anyway, so
Two-day hangover?
I was hoping for a longer conversation than that.
You have to get the baby up now.
but anyway,
Is she beating you?
no, I love her to death.
It's more emotional abuse.
I love her to death. There is, I'm all over the place here. There's a picture of us that we were lying in bed last night, unhinging our jaws, laughing at this photograph.
Oh, it wasn't a picture of you in bed.
It's a picture of me, fat me on my motorcycle with a red T-shirt and the helmet on, and the helmet somehow is like cocked back on my head a little bit, and I have an expression on my face that is no S. It's like this. And then Carla has and I said, "Oh, that's your food face." And it's Carla obviously opening some sort of muffin or something like that. Because Carla's in back of me, sideways in the picture. So it's me on the front of the motorcycle, Carla on the back, and I'm going, And Carla's
excited about the food?
And Carla's looking at the food, and she's going, "Is there some problem?"
No, I think I've lowered the level to our Zoom recorder.
Okay, just checking.
Everything's fine.
So she anyway. To get back to the whole Starbucks thing, she says you shouldn't have that. So then I get the skim milk chai tea latte.
Still delightful.
But still just loaded with sugar. It's got
Right.
syrup in it, and you can't have syrup. So today, and the reason I'm discussing this on the show, because if I don't discuss this on the show, I'm going to forget how to order my Starbucks drink, because it is the most ridiculous process in the world.
To this day, I sometimes I get up there and I'm just like, I don't remember what you don't remember something if you don't go every day.
Right.
I was like, I'll just have my coffee black. And
Right.
they look at you like an alien.
Yeah, like, where are you
Black
from?
coffee.
Because
Where
you're not
from?
ordering their little thing. Now, the
No.
lady downstairs here in our building is fabulous because she knows that I'm a newbie.
The one that's a little older.
A little longer in the tooth.
She's great.
She's terrific.
You know what she is, Mike? Her job? She is a barista.
She is a bitchin' barista.
Double B.
She's fantastic, and she walks
Ask
me
for
through.
her by name. Hey, Double B.
The double B.
Let me go
the
into
bitchin'
the trash
barista.
here.
Right into the trash.
Because I just threw it away, so I can grab it out.
What?
And she
5-second rule.
She's
he's not
the
gonna
one.
eat the receipt.
My barista suggested I hold on to this so that I know how to order properly the next time.
You can take a picture of it and then you have it on your phone.
Yeah, okay.
What kind
Tech
of-
411? Tech 411 on the More Network.
What kind of tone?
Usually uploads every single Monday night, Tuesday night.
Monday tonight.
Monday
we're
night.
recording.
They're going to record it tonight.
Yes.
What kind of tone did she take when she said, "Honey, maybe you want to hold on to your receipt. That way you'll know how to order."
Based on my age, weight, and look,
Yes.
she addresses me this way. You might want to order it differently next time. So let me see. Hold on
This
a
is
second.
a star menu right now.
Yeah.
So the next time,
Is her
see, it
name on the
doesn't say
receipt?
that. Hold on a second.
Oh no.
Pleasure to have served you. My name is Bernice.
No,
Hashtag
she's not on the receipt.
Failure.
Nope.
Hashtag better luck next time.
A hell of a lot cheaper than the latte that I usually get, though.
Sure.
So now I order, and I remembered it. I order a venti chai tea misto with skim milk and 2 equals.
Oh yeah.
Now I understand that
You mean
the
you didn't-
artificial
you didn't-
sweeteners are not going to help the fat man, but I'm sorry.
You didn't add the
I-
equal after the fact? I thought you added the equal
They
afterwards.
add it for me.
Because they mix it up.
They add it for me. How great is that?
You know, and that's really...
Isn't this great? I'm addicted. I'm going to drink this for the rest of my life.
and you'll never sleep again.
But
it was so much better
the
than
thing is,
last
it gives
week.
you such an energy
Oh
boost.
yeah. Especially
You
if
know,
you haven't had caffeine in years.
and especially since you haven't had alcohol in 2 months. Hey, this is
You need
fantastic.
something, yeah, from one to the next.
That's right. Yes. But
Last week when he went in, Oscar, he just said, "Is a venti a small?"
You know, it's 2014. Starbucks was founded in 1971.
Was
Yeah.
it really?
Hey, you know what?
Was it really? Was it really?
To put it in perspective,
that is
Mike.
the latest to the party on anything ever.
To put it in perspective, Starbucks is as old as I am. I was also founded in 1971.
It is the latest to the party I have ever been for anything. I mean, look at this it's a legendary corporation.
Yes.
And I'm just now, because it happens to be in the building.
The convenience factor is awesome.
And it's also, I'm probably not going to. Now, do they make these things iced?
Yes.
Yeah, of
Could I
course.
have a venti chai tea latte with skim milk and 2 equals iced?
Yes.
Can.
Oh my God, I'm set for life.
You know, Mike.
I'm set for life. I've got to find one.
Well, you're
down
set
in-
till Friday because you know
Right.
there's not a Starbucks in the first floor of your home.
No, but I'll go out in the morning and get one.
Really?
Yeah, I'll find one. They're on every
There
corner.
are 20,184 franchises.
So I'll go out and I'll find one.
And then you can get something for the missus and something for the little boy as well.
Oh, that won't be happening.
It's the Michael Mara Show. You can listen to the Michael Mara Show at www.michaelmarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Michael Mara Show.
Get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Since when do we lock this thing? Come on.
No, we can't go, dude. Sorry.
Holy crap. What happened?
You got pink eye?
Were you giving each other butterfly kisses or something?
Ha ha ha. Very funny. That's not how you get pink eye. Making their way into your ocular cavities.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah.
How's it going? I farted on Jason's pillow as a practical joke. He farted on Jonah's thinking it was mine, and then eventually pink-eyed my pillow. Not proud of any of this, but I think we've all forgiven each other, but we can't go anywhere.
You can get pink eye from farting in a pillow?
Totally.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but you gotta be bare-assed.
Jesus, Martin got it bad. Would someone take a right in your eye?
No. No pink eye for me. I'm just really high.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. Mike O'Mara, Rob Spiewak, Oscar Santana. And now, from his easy chair, here's Mike.
We are live from the Fiber Lake Studios. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. Broadcasting all over the planet, we are powered by Encore Insurance Services with over 23 million downloads.
Wait a second. How many?
23.
That's terrific.
We have 23 million downloads, and we are so grateful for that. Give our listeners a round of applause.
Good job, folks.
Thank you.
We are at MikeO'MaraShow.com, and we are heard over the air on the mighty 1630. KCJJ in the heart of the heartland with a congratulations going out to 20 years of service to Mr. Steve Bridges.
That's when the station was founded, right?
Yeah, 20 years he's been on that station.
Fantastic.
So
Great
way
job,
to go,
Captain.
Steve Bridges, and we love him, and we love being on that station. So go Hawks.
Yes, hi, Jan.
The Mike O'Mara Show is a daily radio show and podcast with the greatest listeners in the world. Why?
Why?
Because they get it.
I feel you, baby.
Our show today brought to you by SeatGeek.com. We love telling you about SeatGeek because this is the time of the year when a lot of people start making their spring and summer plans to catch a ball game or go to a concert. SeatGeek.com is the best way for you to save money on all your game and concert tickets, and it's absolutely free. The toughest thing about getting tickets online is to make sure you're getting the best deal with all these different websites that are out there. SeatGeek searches all the major ticket sites, and they put them in one location so you can shop for the best price all in one place. It's just like having one of those search engines that you've seen for travel sites, Kayak or Orbitz, but they do it for tickets and only tickets. SeatGeek even rates the tickets so you can see the best value, a green dot for a great deal, a red dot for a bad one. Nobody else does that, and another thing I love about this wonderful website is they have real photos from your seat locations, which is just such an advantage when you really want to go to a game and make sure you got the best angle.
You know what you're going to see before you get there.
And
It's
lots
great.
of people are different. Some people like to be behind home plate. Some people like left field line, right field line. In Boston, you want to be on the Monster. Those are expensive. But anyway, the Monster. I want a couple of tickets on the Monster. You know what, Rob?
What?
I've never sat on the Monster.
Don't sit on the Monster. The Monster get mad.
For God's sakes, one time I was checking prices for sitting on the Monster with a Yankees series.
Oh, my God.
For the love of God, I couldn't sell my car. Anyway, SeatGeek is terrific. Start using this free service today and use our TMOS promo code to get $20 off your first purchase of $120 or more. Your ticket to every ticket. Check it out today and make sure you let them know that we are there, too, with you because it's TMOS. That's the promo code at SeatGeek.com. Well, what a great day it's been. What a great mood I'm in. Oh, it's almost like being screwed by the insurance company again.
That's not how the words to that song go.
Up early with the baby, rent a car, go to the service area, and the guy looks at you like you're an alien. Then he says to you, "Oh, we don't have that thing you're supposed to have because no one did what they were supposed to do. Bill Harvey is a friend, but the insurance company sucks, and I'm so pissed right now." Anyway. It's been a morning. It's been a morning. You know, I have 1 week. I have 1 week to get out of Dodge. We are doing a million different things, and I have been negotiating and dealing with this insurance company to get a crack in my windshield repaired, and it is nightmarish. It is nightmarish. And the last text to me, I read it on the show.
Right.
Got it all taken care of. Your window's been approved. Have a nice weekend. No, it wasn't. Bill,
Maybe
it wasn't.
You were singing a love song to him.
I was singing a love song.
On
I
Friday.
gave him a plug.
Yes, you did.
And all that. And
you know what happened, Oscar? He got happy.
Yeah, maybe he jumped the gun.
Maybe he did.
Yeah, a Friday afternoon is technically not really a work day because people have checked out by that point.
You know, they've got other
guess
things
not.
to do.
Yeah.
My message today, not sure where disconnect happened. Just hung up. Hold on, that's wrong. Hold on, wait a minute.
What?
Let me see if I've got
that's
it right.
him ordering his tea.
Oh, that's him. He responded to me right at Showtime.
He says, "Don't like you anymore."
This is it. I said, just came from Safe Light. No new windshield. No record of approval. Windshield at store was aftermarket. Rented a car to have work done today.
Caveman talk.
And then I said, not
good.
I did say that. That's good. So then he gets back to me. He got and let me see. Oh, I'll share with what he wrote. He wrote. But he said it's approved. So, but
Well,
that's not.
he said that before.
But that's not going to put the windshield in my car today.
Let me ask you this, Mike.
Yes.
At this point, you've been through hell and back, right?
You know what? To be honest with you, there are many, many other circumstances that I would describe as hell. This is just
An inconvenience.
This is a supreme inconvenience. Okay. And with, in order for us to do what we do, because we're a one-car family, this was...
Congratulations on keeping it green. You know what that is? That's forward thinking.
That was not appropriate. You did not... There was absolutely no reason for you to applaud that.
No, you didn't hear what I said.
That's like saying, hey, good morning, I had coffee today.
No, you're a forward-thinking green family. You're reducing your carbon footprint.
That's exactly why.
That's right. He recycles. Exactly he has one car.
No,
he drinks tea.
The inconvenience is get baby up. Bring baby to mother-in-law's office. Okay,
right.
Drop baby off at mother-in-law's office because we don't want to wrestle with that car seat that you have to kind of hard bolt into your car.
Right on.
And so Carla was going to be without a car today, and I was going to take the rental in today. So we did that, and the rental was a problem child, so I had to get another rental car because there was an indicator light that was on in the rental, so I had to do that. And so then we finally get that straightened out and all those moving parts, and it's about an hour before I even get over to the window place, and that's when all this happens. So yes, is it hell? No.
But it's a hassle, man.
No, it is not hell.
What about the thought now that you are where you are, right? We are on Monday, just 5 days away from you leaving the state.
Yes.
Correct? What about keeping the crack in the windshield till you get to Florida, simply because of the thousands of miles you'll be driving down there? The odds of something else getting kicked up are probably they're actually higher than usual.
I think that because of where we are in the process and my time for this week, that's probably going to happen whether I want to or not. If I can't get it done tomorrow, but I see your point, too, because that would be,
if you got another one,
it would be like, well, that was really tough. Boy, I'm so glad we're driving along right now. Man, finally got that window, and now we're on the way. It's going to be a long trip, and... No!
It's happened to me. It's happened to me.
Really? I remember. You've got a brand new windshield and you've got a road rock?
On the BMW. I went at him. I fought. I remember I got the hookup from a listener that worked at BMW, gave me a factory BMW windshield, and I went there.
Not the whole car?
No, I just picked it up.
What a jerk.
Picked it
Tight
up.
wad. Way to go, skinflint.
20% off. 20% off. I'm driving to Pittsburgh the following weekend to see my family, and I got a crack. And I said, well, this is about right. I went through all that, went to a second place, had another guy put it in, and I had a crack in my windshield not a week after I got the new one and after I fought. I fought for the discount, I fought for the install, I fought for everything.
How many cracks in the windshields with all your driving that you've done over the years? How many?
No less than 6.
6? And how many nails in the tire have you gotten over the years?
No less than 10.
Really?
Because
why?
You're driving thousands of miles.
But where are you driving? Through construction sites? Why so many nails?
Because the crap that falls off of work trucks.
And Mike, it's a big deal for him with his performance tires.
But I mean, where he comes from, because based on that's why I asked him the question.
Right.
Because based on where he comes from, coming from the district out to the burbs. You travel those roads, and it's the same thing when I was going into the studios on Jennifer Street with the Edge. I mean, it was all the time. It happened all the time.
You
float around the burbs, with roads that are pretty much done and newer, you're not going to have that kind of problem. But, with the roads around here, it's just go through a construction site, and it's not the construction site per se as much as stuff falling off
and
of trucks.
And between Manassas and Fairfax, there's or really, would it be Gainesville, there's a dump truck corridor. That's what I like to call it.
That's where I got a dump truck.
It's the DTC.
The DTC, the dump truck corridor.
No less than 4 or 5 dump trucks on every commute into Mike's because they're going to either the new builds in Gainesville or they're going to whatever site, whatever quarry they're raping the earth of its minerals from.
That's right.
It's terrible. It's terrible. So, it's been tough, but, there are worse things that can happen.
Oscar is your silver lining, though. I think he's brought a point.
No.
Get it done in Florida.
Do you know who my silver lining is?
Who?
Our man, Pony Boy, today.
Oh, isn't that great?
Yay, Pony.
Here we go.
With a
rare one in the win column.
A tiny little device, a little copy stand, which I like to have.
Are you
going to
discuss him now?
Pony?
Yes.
Pony boy, won't you be my pony boy?
My
pony boy.
It's pony time! Get up!
Yeah, now we got to play all the same stuff again. Smoke that cigarette. All right. Puff, and smoke yourself to death. Fun. Fun.
Well, look who's here. It's Matthew Bloom.
Yay. I got nothing more to say. No, so Pony brought a brand new piece of equipment in here. High tech. Plastic copy stand.
Space age polymer.
And Pony, it was, you know what? It was that one thing I needed to go right.
You needed a win.
You did.
And it may seem minor to you, but it's not minor to me. It was just a little ray of sunshine.
Pony needed a win as well.
He did need a win.
Yeah.
He did. Please tell me he did it on his own.
Or he did it on his own.
You didn't suggest it?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't suggest it
I
at all.
believe you were.
He's looking at you.
No, I believe.
All I see is Pony's eyes. Wait a minute. All I see is Pony's eyes. And when I said that, I said, Oscar, did Pony do that himself?
I did not
or did you
suggest
suggest
it at all.
I see this.
The way I recall it is that Mike ordered it.
Yeah, he requested it.
Request might even be a little lighthearted. He said, Pony, I need a new copy stand.
No, he took care of it. Pony and I had a nice pep talk on Saturday morning.
Good.
Yes.
Good. That's
and
good.
He responded.
He seems just
He's
engaged
He was
today.
here early.
Yeah.
That was great.
Got a sparkle in his eye.
I like that.
Yeah, he
So
didn't shave, but
no need to shave.
So the new me is just
baby steps.
I am taking the wins where I can get them today, and I'm trying not to get overwhelmed with this week.
Sure,
because there are a lot of moving parts to
get
getting this all done. Yeah,
moving parts.
yes.
Because you're moving.
Well, I'm moving, and I'm selling a house on the same week.
Oh,
I mean,
my God!
It's very, very stressful, and yeah, but it's okay because the realtor that I'm dealing with, that's representing the sellers, has. That's right, she hasn't called me.
What?
So yeah, I assume everything's going fine.
Oh, that's a bad pit of your feeling stomach.
One can only be so proactive. One can only be.
You don't want to have
so
to shoulder
much of a
all
bitch.
the weight. Yeah.
I just
what goes into selling a house? I'm sorry.
Well, I didn't. I
Stacks
don't
of
want
cash.
You know what? I'm uncomfortable giving you all the details.
What kind of records do you need?
Not as much as you might think.
Oh, okay.
I mean, really, to be honest.
How do you? I think I know where he's going. What proof of ownership do you have that you own your home?
I have none.
But you must have.
They file it like at the city hall or something.
Well,
like
let me ask Oscar. Oscar, have you ever played the game Monopoly?
I have.
And you know when you buy something, you get a title deed.
Yeah, you get a deed.
You get a deed that says, "Hey, I own the B&O Railroad."
Well, that was lost.
Wait, what? For the B&O Railroad?
No, the one for my house.
You have no deed to your house?
Well, I don't know.
You could be. Maybe you don't own it. Maybe you're squatting.
I haven't gone through all I've been paying a mortgage company.
Mike came in. He's like, "Hey, do you guys have your deeds to your homes?" And I was like, "Yeah, we have them.
Yeah,
of course.
I am.
It's a record. So people used to have them.
It is official. I know that I get this. I know that I get this from you two
Right.
in particular. But I'm here to say I am officially the worst record keeper
No.
in the world.
Sure there are worse.
That is why I have an Andrew Harold, the guy that does some business work
Could
for
you
us.
produce the deed to your house in Florida?
No.
So it's
Do you
just
get-
understood
Do you get
that you own
paperwork
it.
and you just throw it in the trash?
What's that?
Like when something in a big manila envelope comes to you and you have to sign off on it because it's certified, do you just look at it and say, I don't need this, just throw it in the
No,
trash?
I'm sure someone else has a copy.
It's
The city's got the record.
I for a number of years kept very meticulous records, and I keep a lot of stuff, and there's a big bin of stuff, but
Is it labeled deeds? Big plastic, like a Rubbermaid thing. It's documents.
I don't have
Extra documents.
I don't have. I just realized I'm not a really good record
Do you have a filing
keeper.
system?
Well, I have a filing cabinet.
Are there any
Well,
files
you know,
in
Mike,
it?
baby stepping.
I have a
He's
file
got a cabinet.
I looked under home, and that's what the label was. And I opened the drawer.
So
I'm
there's
telling
a
you
whole
the truth.
drawer labeled home?
You know what was in there?
What?
Manuals for appliances.
Well, those you need to save.
So you know.
I save
You
manuals.
really don't.
I save manuals. You have the 1 to 2 year guarantee depending on the appliance.
Well,
Warranty, yeah.
I thought I would have maybe the
deed
policy.
to your home.
I know that I'm not going to take total responsibility over this because there was a giant. When I refinanced my house,
This guy.
when I refinanced my house, there was a big envelope, and I had it sitting on my desk. And then at a certain point, Carla decided that she was going to remodel the upstairs and get rid of all of my stuff.
Well, she did that because you had a baby coming. It's not like she
We
just
had
went
a
in and
baby
said,
coming.
This has to go.
Well, no, but she.
There's not room for the baby and the deed, so we're getting rid of the deed.
Well, anyway, what was my office?
Oh, you're organized off.
My office became a guest room.
Oh, you know,
I was out of town when that happened. We were like in Florida. That's when we did that.
I'll side with Mike.
Okay.
Because Mike is right. When you have
really?
Even if you're disorganized and you don't really care for the important pieces of documents that you should care about,
right?
When you have a system, you know these are all my important documents. Like a stack of
so
stuff
you knew where to
sitting
go on my desk.
You knew if there was ever a problem, you had to go to that stack.
Sitting on my desk, and now
I've
gone
done that.
with
I've
the
done
wind.
that before.
I'm with you.
I've been
Okay.
burned before
Gone
that
with the
way as
wind.
well too.
You know, I have to
Did she not
double-check.
like thumb through the stuff before she threw it away?
Probably. Look, I'm not completely blaming her. She claims that
I don't
anything
know.
of any import was put up in the attic.
Do you think?
Oh, and then so then Mac threw it all away.
What if intern Mac?
No, he didn't throw. No, he would not have thrown any.
We gotta have a lot of boxes.
Or
we
what
throw
if, due to a few bad decisions, Mike, your house is now owned by Mac the intern?
I couldn't be happier.
He has the deed. He owns the house.
As long as he gives me favorable rent, I'll be very, very grateful.
You're screwed. He's not paying you a dime.
We're going to take a break, and when we come back, just some advice to all of my friends. This week in particular, no stopping by.
I feel you.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program brought to you by Stamps.com. I was driving into the beautiful hamlet of Manassas over the weekend.
Oh, this is the best time of year to do it, Mike. Are the cherry blossoms in bloom?
Let me tell you, Saturday morning, I want to say it was 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I looked over to my right, and I thought about Stamps.com because I was looking at the complete CF that is the parking lot, and it was astonishing to me how people put themselves through that. You don't have to. The best time to go to the post office, what do you think it is? Before work, after work, lunch break, Saturday? You're all wrong. That's when everybody goes to the post office at all those times, especially Saturday mornings. The correct answer is there is no good time to go to the post office. That's why you need Stamps.com. With Stamps.com, you can access all of the services of the post office right from your desk, use your own computer and printer, and then hand it to your mail carrier. Sweet.
Sweet, Oscar.
Sweet. Plus, Stamps.com is open 24/7, unlike the post office. Get your mailing and shipping done whenever it's convenient for you.
Yeah, now look out for number one, Oscar.
We've used Stamps.com for months, and we love it. You'll save money, and even better, you save valuable time. Act now for a 30-day free trial and a $110 bonus offer, including a digital scale and up to $55 in free postage. All you have to do is go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone, and use that fabulous code, Rob Spiewak.
TMOS.
Don't wait.
Sweet.
Go to Stamps.com. Yes, Oscar.
What is your time worth? When you're sitting there with all those packages, say you have an eBay store, or maybe you sell things that come to the radio station that you don't want.
That's right. You pilfer the prize closet.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You can ship everything from your home. You don't have to ship anywhere. You don't have to go to the post office. You don't have to stand in line. You can do it straight from home.
Postage on demand.
Stamps.com. Enter our code, TMOS. It's up on the microphone at the top of the homepage, and type that in, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Remember Stamps.com and enter our code. You'll never have to go to the post office again. Welcome back to the show. Whoa. I've talked about this particular individual. I will not be mentioning names, but I will tell you that I have my official number one pet peeve in the world, and I believe it's 2014,
Yeah.
and I believe our culture has dictated that this is no longer appropriate. It might have been appropriate in the 50s, 60s, probably easing out during the 70s, and I think once you get to the 80s, not done commonly, in the 90s, not done at all.
Right.
That's the way I look at it, and that is the drop by.
Yeah.
Just stopping by.
Unannounced.
Unannounced stopping by, number one on my hit parade. I do not want it to happen. I never want it to happen again, and it happened yesterday with a buddy of mine.
He's got 5 days left.
I know.
And the number one hit parade happened.
Mm-hmm.
That's
I
right.
can't believe
Exactly
that.
right. But
Yeah.
you know what the good news is, Mike, is you're going down to a place where nobody knows you. No one will drop by unless, of course, they find your deed.
Carl and I,
smell coming from that house.
Sunday afternoon, sitting there, we had a kind of a busy morning, taking care of a few things. It was kind of relaxed time. Sitting there at the kitchen table, baby Michael William in between us, just chilling. Really, really just chilling.
And it's the best.
Suddenly, dogs start to go, and I think Carla mentions the person's name and goes, "So-and-so's here." I'm like, and I have the Napoleon. Oh, no. So-and-so has been at a brunch and has a friend in tow. who's also been at a brunch. It is probably 4 o'clock-ish in the afternoon.
Was there a lot of
which incidentally is put baby down for nap time to get him on the schedule, which sets you up for the week, so he is happy and everybody's fine.
Was there any drinking at the brunch?
Let me just say that I love the conversation with people whose lips are ringed in grape blue.
Oh, no.
Because so much wine
Red
has
wine.
been consumed on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Even when I was doing my mainlining of alcohol, rare was the day that my lushdom got in the way of my Sunday. That would be the one day of the week that I would chill out.
Do you know how sensitive I am to your hatred of the drop-by?
Yes.
That you sold me your patio furniture a month ago.
Yes, I did.
I sent you no fewer
You
than
did.
7 texts
Rob did.
in the 24 hours
Rob
leading up to the fact that I was going to be. I gave him a 15-minute window.
Rob just said,
and
"On
drove
the
like
way."
a bat out of hell to make the 15-minute window because I wanted him to know Rob is going to be here at this time and
he'll
he's
be
going to
gone by
leave
this time.
because this is really something that really stokes your fire, dude.
This guy comes to the door and says, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" And, because I'm not drunk.
Right.
And I'm not ready to, continue the party.
Right.
And
Did he think in the back of his mind that your place was the next natural stop for the
I
party?
have succumbed on a couple of occasions. One, I think we were having some adult beverages, so it was A-okay.
Sure.
And so I probably gave that vibe off that, hey, welcome. And then there was another one where I started a party with this person. So I've set the bar.
Yeah, and that
I've set the table
it's
for
on
him
you.
to come. It's on me
that
to a certain
neon
extent.
open sign in your front lawn.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, but
I
it
mean,
wasn't turned on.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
I used to say that on the sun porch, if the lights were on the outside, just stop by. Nobody ever took
remember
advantage of
this.
that.
Sprang break.
This is the same. This is the same. This is the same individual, I should point out, that we hid from one time.
Would you?
I remember
and
that.
he was relentless, like looking in the windows. Yes.
Just for historical purposes.
Yes.
Is it true that when it was time for people to stop by, you would change the light bulb to a red light bulb?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like hot donuts now.
No, it's like a bordello. I ran a house of prostitution.
But
in
what
my
is
house.
Mike? You didn't sell sex. You sold fun.
Yes, big fun. Scrabble night.
It's Mike's bordello of amusement.
So this guy comes in and says, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" I said, "We're just relaxing at home on a Sunday."
Alone.
That's exactly what I said.
Oh, no.
Just relaxing.
Oh, so you really did say that.
40 feet over the head. Not even a dent. Not even a blink. Not even one bit of recognition. And he says, "Oh, I'll go get what's her name?"
Oh, Mrs. So-and-so?
And I have no idea. And so I don't remember. I really don't. And we're not that close.
Was she eye-catching?
That's not even a word, Oscar.
Now, I think it's more. I think it's difficult enough that I'm bringing this up. I don't think we need to bury myself any further.
Oscar,
she was fine.
Head turning, maybe eye candy, but eye catching, not really a word.
No.
Yeah, but let's leave her out of it.
Okay.
All I will tell you is that apparently she was in the car, and he went to get her. And during that time, I look over. I said, the process. It was kind of unspoken between Carla. Do we make up some sort of elaborate lie?
Yeah, you got
So you had the time.
That we
Like
have
you're
to be.
leaving.
We had a, but we were so tired and we were so chill that it just did not. We did not
You know what
want
would
to
have been
do
great?
that.
What would have been great is in the time it took him to get her is to rave a match under a smoke detector. Say, we have to evacuate.
We got to get out of here. He would have tried to fix it.
You get some water and splash it on baby Michael's face.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, he's fevering up. We got to go.
Or better, dots of strawberry jelly. Measles.
Where were you guys? Where were you guys yesterday?
Well, we were scared to drop in.
1 hour and 15 minutes later.
Long visit. Did you give them something to drink?
No, I did not. Nor did I offer.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm sorry. I am not under any obligation to do that. And really, it's just a text or whatever. I mean, does anybody do that anymore outside of like really old people?
I left it behind when we were sharing the house with Big Daddy for many years. That house was, since the early 40s, the social center of that neighborhood.
But he's
where
an
everyone,
old man. He's
and
the
that's
grandpa.
right. And that's where people would come in the neighborhood, and they would drop in, and there would always be a cup of coffee. Well, when he died, and we stayed there for another year or so.
What am I hearing? Are you hearing that?
A grinder, I
it's a
believe.
grinder.
Oh, okay.
Someone's building a house.
That no one will ever drop into.
It's very frustrating.
But people would continue to drop in after he passed away.
Right.
And I just said, look, that's really nice to see you, but I got nothing for you. You know, I mean, we've got a family here.
Would you say it like you wouldn't say? You're
one
the nicest
Christmas,
person in the world.
one Christmas, my cousin Buzz and his wife came by.
That people don't realize, and we should clear it up, that when Buzz was on the show, you were related.
No, that's right. He was my cousin.
I didn't know you had a cousin. Buzz.
I do have a cousin Buzz, and
Aldrin, right?
That's the guy.
Right. Okay.
He made a fortune in space, and he came in on Christmas, and I said, "Well, hi, how are you?" He says, "You know, it's Christmas, and the family always comes by." And I said, "Well, there's no family here today. It's just."
But you kicked him out.
So
on
you were
Christmas?
pissy?
I wasn't pissy.
That's pissy if you had that expression on your face.
I said, you know, we got nothing for you here today.
You're so heartless when it comes to strangers. Like, you love your family. It's Christmas.
I know, but I didn't want to deal with
How
them
do you
that day.
feel about it?
Well,
I mean, you're
But a drop-in, but I'm with you as far as a drop-in.
Oh, it drives me nuts. It
The
absolutely
drop-ins
is the
don't work for me, but I'm also not in a space where that happens all too often.
Yeah, because you have to go like up an elevator and stuff.
Yeah,
and there's no parking.
And the drop-ins.
He lives in a condo.
You know what
have
I'll
drop-ins
get?
with
You
a
know what I
condo.
get? At least my generation gets. If somebody's in the neighborhood and they're drinking, or they're having a good time, or they're having dinner, they'll
Right.
say, "Hey, in the neighborhood, you want to come out?" That's what I get.
That's
So
beautiful.
they want
That's what I
you to
get.
drop in on them.
Yes.
That's
Okay.
beautiful.
I
But
think
it's
that's the way it
it's
works.
beautiful, but maybe it's not totally beautiful because that too is just a
No, it's good though. If
I
it's
know.
passive enough that
I
if you
know.
can give them an easy decline.
And you know what I say?
becoming
usually?
more of a homebody. In my
I can
old age.
walk over, or sounds great. I'm swamped. I'm doing some work. Thanks for the invite. Good to go.
Right.
You know?
It's what's
Enjoy
frustrating. But you don't just come
I
to a
would
door.
never do that at this point in my life. And mind you,
it doesn't exist anymore.
If people saw me, and thank God I was showered and fully clothed,
Yeah.
because if you just want to roll up to my casa on the weekend, you're going to catch me in a variety of different states of undress.
You're right.
And it's not going to be pretty. As a matter of fact, it's going to be effing traumatizing.
And your
you'll come to the
life.
door and say, "Oh my God, what happened to him?" And I'll come. Seriously, I will come to the door looking like a half-naked Professor Irwin Corey who's gained 150 pounds, and I'll just come to the door and go, "I'm sorry,
Oscar,
I can't help you now."
I wish you knew how funny that was.
Yes, yeah.
I'll look him up.
Yeah.
Professor Irwin Corey.
Google Professor Irwin, IRWIN COREY,
Yeah.
Irwin Corey images, and you'll know it's no one's here now. I cannot see you.
Oh my God, I've seen this guy.
But it just
In your
was.
nightmares.
You look
Here-
better than this guy.
Look, this goes without saying. I'm not telling anybody anything new. It is just your schedule.
Yes.
That you're out celebrating, and you're looking for someone to entertain you, and you're forcing those people to entertain. It's BS.
I'm going to ask you a question that could be interpreted in a self-centered way when you answer it, but I don't want you to think that way.
Right. And
Do you
incidentally,
think-
if this happens to get back to this person, good. Don't do it anymore. And if those
you won't be able to.
if those visits, I know. Can you tell I'm leaving? If those visits never
Drop in on the new owners.
if those visits never occurred again in my lifetime, I'm very comfortable with
Do
it.
You're
you
moving
think-
to a community where it's going to happen all the time?
No.
Yeah, a lot of foot traffic.
I'm here to see the baby.
I think I was referencing this particular individual. Sorry, I just wanted to make.
Do
that
you
clear.
think part of it is the fact that you are so entertaining?
Do you know what? You are the life of the party. Mike.
You really are.
No
You
way.
are.
No one's going
You
to
are.
drop
No
in
one
on
does
someone
this to
on it
me.
who's a
Yeah.
drip.
No, I mean it's just
You know who's
not
got alcohol?
done. You know,
Mike does.
That's right.
It's over his house.
That's right. You know who does funny voices? Mike does.
Yeah, but I mean.
You know who
And-
loves day drinking?
Mike does.
And that person, so finally, and then the leaving, the leaving begins, and that was about a half an hour process.
Oh, you know,
we gotta go. I got to.
Carrie's the worst at leaving of any person I've ever met in
Here's
my
the
life.
move, though. The move when this person walks in with his date, and immediately she comes into the kitchen and begins to remove the coat. And it's just like, is it?
Oh, so she's making herself at home right away.
Is it old school or is it just lack of regard for
It's
another
called
person?
alcoholism.
That's part of it. That's part of it.
Alcoholism.
But you know what? It doesn't exist anymore. I
know.
don't think it exists anymore.
I know. It drives me. I think in this day and age, the modern person does not care for it, does not want to be
No.
around it in any way, shape,
Well,
or
it's
form.
not appropriate because it's not just manners. I think it's really time is, especially when you're alone and you're not at work.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think people value it enough.
And it's
That-
really asking something of you.
And may I add one more wrinkle
Yes.
to this?
Yeah.
There is the 8-month-old factor.
Oh yeah.
Where
Tough with a baby.
this is probably at about 7 7:30 last night. He goes down anywhere between about 7:40 and 8 o'clock.
Right.
That's how rigid the schedule is, and
Sure.
and Carlos doing an amazing job with the schedule. And and he didn't get a nap.
Right.
And he was out of his mind because he needed his sleep, and you could see his little eyes that needed to. And I think at the top of my lungs, I was like, this guy's name, F you, Dada! Because I was so frustrated with it. I was so incredibly pissed off.
Yeah,
at
and
this.
you should be.
But anyway.
You know what it boils down to? Selfish.
And instantly, I didn't mention any names. Wasn't that good?
I think that's nice.
Yeah, no problem at all, Chandler.
Oh,
all right.
no!
We'll take a break and come back with more on the Mike O'Mara Show. Said that one goodbye. Bye-bye. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. I have some wonderful Fanatics.com gear for anybody that wants a vintage American University T-shirt.
Game worn, Oscar.
I call this the souvenir from their 2014 run. You know, if somebody was to...
They stayed in the hunt almost as long as VCU.
I'm thinking on the fly right now.
Yeah.
If you send me... This is to my Facebook friends right now. If you send me this week a verification of the fact that you have purchased something at Fanatics.com, I will draw out of all those people that bought something at Fanatics.com, I will draw a winning name, and I will send that person my Super Fat Man American University T-shirt.
Oh, nice. Could double as like a couch throw, right?
You can have the whole family. If people just drop by, you can put them in there. I'm talking about Fanatics.com.
The best.
March Madness. Make sure that everyone knows who you are rooting for. It's down to the final 6. I got a couple of teams in there.
16.
16?
Okay?
First of all, Mike, it's mathematically impossible for it to be 6.
It's the Sweet 16.
It's the Sweet 16.
I'm sorry, I meant the 16. Thought that's what I heard on the news.
The final 6. I've never heard that.
They're down to the final 7.
I have forfeited this.
That just made my day. I can't wait.
I think you're fine.
Rob Spiewak will be giving you the rest of this information
The
because
Elite
that
12.
was
The Super 9.
that is a poor. I'm blaming an anchor person on a news station that works for a chain that we used to work for.
With 16 teams
He
left.
must have said down to 60.
With 16 teams left, it's important to know
Michigan State's still in the dance.
that everyone knows who you're rooting for, Mike. Go to Fanatics.com and stock up on official team gear.
Florida is still in the dance.
They've got it all. Not VCU, though. Jerseys, hats, hoodies, T-shirts, jackets, pullovers, every team.
AU is out of it.
Every size. VCU lost in overtime. You know what it was? Heartbreaker.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
I watched it. I
Great
saw it
game
on my
last
phone.
night.
It
How'd
was
they
good.
do? Who's your favorite player on VCU this year?
Oh, I like the coach, Shaka Smart. He's done a lot for the program, Mike.
Who's your favorite player, though?
The tall one. Fanatics.com has everything in stock from infant to 4XL and, of course, fitted gear for the ladies, Mike. Nice.
Yeah, nice.
Fanatics also has the large assortment. They have the largest assortment anywhere from all of the 64 March Madness teams, even the ones who are no longer in the hunt, to pro teams, NASCAR, and so much more. Remember, when you shop there, use the code TMOS and you get free shipping with no minimum.
Very good.
Get yourself some gear or find the perfect gear for the fan in your life. And also, imagine this, $10,000 in gear from Fanatics.com. All you got to do to enter, put on your favorite gear, snap a selfie, and then upload it to Twitter, Instagram, or Fanatics.com, and tag it with hashtag SelfieFanatics or @Fanatics. It's Fanatics.com, and remember, use the code TMOS for free shipping and no minimum. It's where sports fans shop. Fanatics.com. Use TMOS.
And I might be sending a Fanatics.com customer one of my American University T-shirts.
Nice.
The latest one, the new one that I bought at
As we
Fanatics.
get it down to the Grand 10.
Right. I'm sorry.
Iowa State
I don't
had
follow it as much as
such
I
a
should.
fun comeback yesterday against
you watch it?
North Carolina. Yeah, so much fun to watch. That's what's great about the tournament overall. It's like you watch these teams that it looks like they're about to lose, and then they come back, or some teams that shouldn't even win.
Yeah, it just turns around so fast.
And then
sometimes.
the ones that should win lose.
All I know is that having my team eliminated like they were, and I'm talking
it's
about,
tough.
I believe American University. If you're keeping
First
track,
round.
They went out in the first round when they were playing Wisconsin. I think they scored 1 point. It was very, very
No, they lost
frustrating.
by. They lost by
like 75-24.
It was like
some
a 25 or
ridiculous
30
blowout
point
like that. I
Wisconsin.
mean, that's an advertisement for a team that doesn't belong in
It's
the
a
dance.
great team, though, because Wisconsin's in the Sweet 16. They're doing very well.
All right. You mean the Sweet Six?
Not the Sweet Six.
All right.
The Sexy Six.
What, Mike, you just start at 1 and you double to get the numbers. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16,
The final
32,
three is
64.
coming up.
Final 3. That's because there was a tie.
You know, we've taken plenty of time on this show to talk about Rob going to the play,
right?
Which he did all weekend, and Julia did a great job. We've talked about me not wanting people to stop by because I'm moving and it's just inconvenient.
You're antisocial, Mike.
We have not talked about a man who lives the dream. Every single day he lives the dream.
We already talked about him. He bought you a copy stamp.
No, we're not talking about Pony. Talking about our man Oscar Santana, who spends his free time, and he said it so matter-of-factly to me. He said, yeah, this weekend I was out flying my drone.
Yeah, did you know when he said that? It was kind of like in The Kid in A Christmas Story when he says, oh, you wish you could have taken it back.
I was flying my drone. So that's so you're getting use out of your new toy. You haven't here we go. That's right.
Boo.
Oscar's World.
Please don't do this when Patton's here.
Right.
Boo.
Yes.
Oscar's World.
Quick programming note, not
Yes.
to change the subject,
Yes.
but we've got some big guests coming on this week.
Yes, we
Very
do.
excited. Tomorrow on the program, the legendary Mr. Tony Perkins
Yay.
from Fox 5, the evening anchor, will be joining us and friend of the show, and a man who hopefully is going to sooner than later have a show right here on the More Network. And then on Wednesday, we will be joined by actor-comedian Patton Oswalt, who has a big show coming up on Comedy Central.
Awesome.
And
Did
he's
you
just
see
fantastic.
the promo reel where he did the thing from True Detective?
Oh, it was hysterical. He does the
Amazing,
impression of
yes.
Matthew McConaughey.
So great. So great.
So Patton will be here, fresh off his killer appearance on the Independent Film Awards, where he emceed it and did a fantastic job. Really did the classic riffing about old people on Bruce Dern. That and one of the funniest lines. And Patton's just a brilliant writer. He's great at writing. And what was the joke he had about Bruce Dern? Bruce Dern, I look forward to maybe having a beer with you after the show is over so we can discuss the making of Nebraska. And he said, not the movie, the state. I love the traditional, and he goes back and forth between that. He's great.
The best.
Patton will be here
In studio.
In studio. We're really looking forward to that. So getting back to Mr. Oscar Santana.
Let's get started.
You have talked very little about your new toy.
Yes.
That Shannon got you as an early birthday.
Well,
when is your
to
birthday,
be honest,
by the way?
March 30th.
He shamed
This
her.
weekend.
He shamed her into giving it to him early.
All right,
Early.
Friday we have to do something special.
Okay, what would you like to do?
We have to do something.
Let's just drop in on his apartment.
It's his studio, and think of Pony.
Yes.
Think of something special we can do for Oscar.
I have an
on
idea.
Friday.
Since
What's your idea?
It'll be your last show here for a little while. How
Yes.
about we get him a nice gift? We chip in on a space heater.
That's right. Get him a surgical mask.
I flew down the street a few times, but as you talk, I'll give it to you.
Now see, that's cool.
Yeah.
So that's actual
That's
footage
actual-
shot
That's
on
his
your
drone footage.
Oh, that's cool.
Would you put it now? Does it come with like a GoPro camera in it?
It's
or?
built into it, yes.
Wow, really?
Pretty
Big deal.
amazing.
Me's the big shot.
Is the camera like super high quality?
Oh, yeah. 1080p.
Now are people? Oh, there you are.
By the
There
way,
you are.
tech
I'm
heads-
watching a video. Can we post this?
Yeah, we can post it.
This is a video of Oscar's drone flying down the street near his tiny little apartment.
Yeah, and for you tech heads who are listening, that quote from Mike, is the camera like super high quality?
Well, look at it.
I know, it's awesome.
Well, what am I supposed to say? It's
Is it
crappy
HD?
quality?
Is it HD?
It's
Would have been a
HD.
good question.
It is. It's not analog.
It looks kind of like a GoPro camera.
Yes, it's like it's a
There's this great new
coffee place downstairs.
You will buy everything.
But I can't order because they got these Italian names for the cups.
Have you ever heard of this? It's like coffee and it's got hot chocolate in it. It's called a mocha.
I am riveted by this.
So I've had a big to-do because the Russian embassy is right near my home.
Right.
And the first time I flew it, you can fly up to 400 meters, which is roughly 1,200 feet, right?
You mean
high in the sky. It's
And
pretty-
then that's before. Is that the limit on the drone or like FAA regulations?
No, that's just the limit on the drone.
I can't imagine that there would be any tension involving the Russian embassy recently.
Now's the time to drop in on them.
So in the past, I didn't put two and two together. I just wanted to see how far I would go.
Sure.
So I definitely flew close, or a guy and you flew close to the embassy, maybe over it. Who knows?
Now, you know, just if something goes wrong, Oscar, this is not the scenario of going over to Mr. Wilson's house and saying, my ball is in your
Well,
backyard.
I've been watching
You
The
can't-
Americans.
You
and how
can't
that
knock
goes.
on the
Do you
door
have
of the
the
Russian embassy.
Do you have the range that if you took your drone and right outside of your door, could you like fly it over to the Russian embassy?
Yes, I could. Though
That's funny.
I would not do that because that's probably not the right thing to do.
What if you did
Is it over
and-
that berm? Is that where the direction it would be?
Yes, it'll actually shoot up in the air in a second. You'll see it.
If you do that,
This
if
is
you
so cool. I'm enjoying this video.
You change your
How
mind.
about
Make sure
enjoy
you
the show.
put an American flag on your drone. When you,
You know what?
put an
Right
American
over
flag
there.
on, and then just send it on over. It's like, greetings from your neighbor in Glover Park.
How long?
Hola.
How long can this thing like hover? If you happen to be lucky enough
20 minutes.
to know, can you fly it at night?
It'd be really tough. Though it has lights. Yes, you can. You have to be very
But the problem
See where
is
I'm going with that, Pony?
Peeping Tom.
The lovely lady.
Oh, my.
The lovely lady in apartment 4C.
What's that
Pony-
disco ball outside my window?
Pony, please don't ever make that noise again.
Uh-huh.
You mean naked women in digital? Is that like high quality?
My point is this, is that with Charlie, and thank you to our friend Charlie that has helped me put a lot of the studio together.
Mike, you was hanging with Charlie.
Is Charlie the guy you were flying this with
Yes.
the other day?
So
Charlie's like your new best pal.
Well,
Charlie's replaced Todd Moore.
Yeah, Todd Moore's left me for Twitter and Google. Speaking of Todd, I'll tonight. I said I heard on the show that you said that I'm leaving the fold. Like I'm getting too big for more broadcasting. I said, yeah, I haven't seen you in 3 weeks. Like, and he's like, oh, well, I've been traveling. I said, exactly. You've been traveling. I've been sitting here rotting.
That's right.
You know?
Exactly.
Jealous. Hey, jealousy.
I'm sorry,
Hey,
Todd.
jealousy.
I have a new butler, and his name is called Charlie.
Charlie came over, and I said, let's go fly this thing before we slave away at some
So if you-
soundproofing.
If you rate your friends on the niceness scale,
Yeah.
okay, and you want to put the graph up right now, here's Charlie.
Yep.
See that guy with that green line going right up, almost breaking the ceiling?
Right.
And see that other red line right down near the bottom? That's Todd Moore.
SeatGeek gave Charlie a huge number.
There's a red dot next to Todd Moore's name.
Womp womp.
Todd is fine. He's great, and he'll be back.
Tomo.
We're actually recording tonight. So
Okay.
excited
Why
about
doesn't
that.
Todd come by on Friday for your birthday?
Oh, that would be nice.
Why don't we have Todd Moore in studio in the new DC studio on Friday? Can
I'll
we get
ask
him?
him.
Isn't Friday? You know, I always do it on Friday.
What?
Because I know that they have their little happy hour out there.
That's
when are you
right.
planning on celebrating your birthday?
I'm actually not celebrating the way I usually celebrate. My girlfriend Shannon.
Right.
She rented a cabin in the Shenandoah Valley, and we're going to go out there.
Are you beginning to follow my lead a little bit? Are you doing that? Are you also swearing off the adult beverages?
Oh, I bet
No,
he drinks at the
no,
cabin.
no,
Oh, really? You're going to drink at
no,
the cabin?
I enjoy drinking far too much.
You're going to Shenandoah? You're going to have a little cabin in the woods?
Yeah, for my birthday. She rented a place, and we're going to go check it out.
That's wonderful. What a wonderful, normal thing. You
Meanwhile, Monday we find Oscar dead because of a hedge trimming accident. Shannon, I don't know what happened.
Or you get the call on Saturday night. It's like, he went into the woods. He went into the woods, and he said he wanted to look at some of the trees with his drone.
That's cabin in the woods.
And there was some guy that I don't think he liked the drone, and he was in the back, and I saw Oscar being taken away in the back of a pickup truck, and I think he was raped.
You're going to come home tonight, Oscar, and she's going to be duct taping a dagger to the drone. See if you can't make this hover.
So I figured we could do something fun before we came in here for like 5 or 6 hours and worked, right?
Yes. Okay.
And I wanted to show him, like, he was excited to see about how you fly it, and what's great about it is the first 3 or 4 times I flew it, I was so nervous that I was going to lose it, right?
Right.
But after a while, you kind of get used to it.
Sure.
So I said, why not fly down the street where all the trees and the branches are and see what I could do here?
Aye, Captain Oscar.
The video was
It's beautiful.
mesmerizing.
It is.
It looked so much fun to do. Now, the practical entertainment applications for this type
I've started a
of thing.
business actually behind it. I've got 2 customers already.
What is your business?
Santana Air, where I go to golf courses and I photograph the golf courses and I give them the video for the website.
You don't give them anything. You charge
When
them.
did you do this?
Last week I had some free time.
God, Johnny Entrepreneur.
I know.
Yeah.
My God. No
Amazing.
wonder we don't have any signage up in here. But anyway. So, yeah.
Everything else works.
Hey, you know what? If you were to fly the drone in here, would it not
couldn't
serve
do it.
as? Wouldn't it serve as a fan? Could we cool the
Hold
room
on.
with the drone?
Do you know how my mind works? You know,
Yes.
seriously, because I think he probably is going to golf courses. Why don't we can we at least get the aerial shot of all of us? Can Charlie run this thing?
Charlie can run.
Can we get the aerial shot of us walking up the street?
Oh, you see, I was thinking so much gayer than you. I was
Okay,
thinking
go
like the
ahead.
Sound of Music. Helicopter shot of us on a hill, and we said, "The hills are alive."
I think we can get that shot, but it's
I'd
with
love
the
it.
3 of us.
Yes.
How about if we
in
go
nun's
up,
clothes?
Can we go up to that hill? This is before I leave, because guys, I'm going to be gone for a while.
Yes.
We have to take advantage.
Thought
if Rob dubbed in the music to it, and we took a little. We took like a boombox out there,
sure,
and then
we could post produce all the music, couldn't we, Oscar?
Please, can we shoot this?
We could actually
all the music could
take
be
half an hour.
post-produced. Yeah,
my logic was to have the shoot, like the copter could launch from the lot across the street,
right,
and then we could be in here, and it could shoot us while we're in here.
How close? See, the thing that this is an outdoor shot.
Okay.
How cool would it be if Rob? That's
gotta
what
be
we
big.
use. It's the sound
Gotta
of the
be big,
music.
yeah.
And I have performed that song karaoke wise.
Oh yeah, you have.
I have performed that when I went to the non-talent show in my high school. I lip sung "The Hills Are Alive," and then we have the shot. Now, here's the question: when you zoom in, when you come in all the way, because I can hear the overture. Do you have it, Rob?
I'm getting it right
You've
now.
got the actual overture
Of course,
part
I do.
where you have this. Okay, I'm gonna. This is like I'm pitching it to you,
Please.
Oscar. This is the shot. Look, we've talked about viral videos before. This could be the greatest promotional video for the Mike O'Mara show ever made in the history of mankind. Do you have it yet? Nope, that's not it.
This is the overture into the entrance. Give me a sec.
Okay, because it
Gotta
takes
find
place.
it, yeah.
The thing that's great about an aerial shot, and even if we did it like where there was a little bit
We
more
could call
space,
it the sound of podcasting.
you just have it. The hills are alive, and it's a shot of the mountains of Austria. It opens with, when you watch The Sound of Music, these are for all our show tune people out there. It opens with this beautiful shot of the Austrian Alps.
Panoramic.
And then it zooms in slowly but surely, and then you finally do this real quick
tight shot.
And it's "The Hills Are Alive"
Yeah,
with
you can
this.
do that. There's actually a place right down the street that this might work even better. It's called Book Hill. It's on a hill.
Here it comes. I'm sorry.
All right. So now can you go further back? Go back to the. No, go back further. Go back further.
Like man wants
where,
to go
it comes
back further.
I want it to the beginning of the song.
Yeah. Well, you don't want. This is the prelude precedes the beginning of the song.
Stop it! Don't get to the part yet. Stop.
Okay.
Go to the very beginning where it comes in, Rob. Where it comes in.
Yeah. We were in 45 seconds. Just so you know, there's quite a bit here.
I know, but this is it. So now it's just going to be like floating around. The drone's going to be floating around, and it's going to maybe be in a little field. And it's going to be showing, maybe we get a shot of dogs. If we could go to a park, it would be perfect.
Some rabbit dogs.
We'll home. I know people are going to come up with the ideas for this. See, now you hear this. And the drone is just flying around. Hasn't even seen us yet because it's to see everything else. It could be in a park. It could be at a metro station. It doesn't matter where it is. And then you have the drone shot that's going up and down. It's looking at cars. It's looking at buildings. It might be taking a look at the Washington Monument. It doesn't matter. It's taking a look. And then three guys are out in the middle of this field. It's Oscar, it's Rob, and it's me in the middle, and suddenly the drone comes sweeping down, and then it gets right to head level, and I sing as I open my mouth!
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
This could be it.
Huge.
You don't look convinced.
Huge. I'm trying
you
right
do
now.
not look convinced.
Because you yelled at me about the prelude. I was trying to find your music. We need to find the right hill. What about, isn't there a tombstone hill?
There's a Book Hill, which would be perfect for this. Or
can we shoot it in the cemetery, or is that disrespectful?
My logic was this: we're not the cemetery.
Are you down with the music?
The music's perfect. Okay. I thought we could
just take a boombox, and that's how we sync it.
I thought we could do this in Maine, and the drone would be coming over the water onto the backyard of your family home.
I want to do it now.
He wants to do it today.
I want to do it today.
Can Charlie be here in 10 minutes?
That video. Is Charlie able to shoot this? Do you think? Is he skilled enough to be able to operate it?
Yes, at this point. Yes.
And that quality, the audio quality, is fantastic. Now there's only one little thing.
What's that?
Outfits. Little German boy.
You know, he's gotten almost as good at reading my mind as you have. He is almost tracking with me. Look at this time. This is when the time for me, when I'm feeling joy, is when this show starts to go in fast time for me.
And show tunes are involved.
Oh my God, it is the best, isn't it? And you know what? And we're getting closer and closer to Mike being in drag. This is the perfect storm.
Pony is in it too. Pony's got to be in it too. But Pony
can ride on the drone.
There's one particular. And Rob is going to know immediately what I'm talking about. There's one particular outfit that Pony should probably be wearing for this.
Young Rolf.
Lederhosen.
Oh, you want to go there?
Yeah,
I was going more military.
No, you want him in a Nazi outfit, even better.
No,
we're not going to put anybody in a Nazi
especially
uniform.
if he's running around the cemetery.
This can be done. That berm that you have near your house.
Yes.
That's where this could be done. Now, if that's if we wanted to do it and just be quick and get it done. If you wanted to have a little loftier,
Oh,
thing,
then we have to fly to Austria.
Have you taken? So you've taken this thing out to golf courses?
No, I was on a whim, and I just met. Well, what do you have in mind dollar-wise? He came back with a nice figure. I said, I'll take it. And then another guy wrote me and said, I'd like you to do that as well.
Wow.
So I've got 2 clients. I need a few more. My dates are filling up quickly. For
So
the
are you
going to
be able to squeeze us in?
Yeah, you think you can maybe fit this show in? You know, when you're not doing your other radio show, for Christ's sake, please. We're going to do this shot.
Mike, we have to go. Oscar Hammerstein is on the phone.
Will you guys stay on me about this?
Yes,
we have
of
to
course.
follow this
On
up.
it. Yes.
This will be a very, very funny segment. You know?
I love the idea.
You know, and then with just a little editing, it could be brilliant. This could be our first viral video. We'll take a break, come back with news you may not need on the Mike O'Mara Show.
I don't know, Mike. I've got 2 clients already. I'm kind of busy.
You know what I love about
you
you
know,
guys?
some guy offered me a new job when I was doing my podcast, and I talked more about my thing on the
Yeah,
Big
when
O
I
and
was
Duke
doing
show.
Big O and Dukes, I mentioned how I hated working with Mike O'Mara, and now I've got another job. So you guys have till noon to leave.
You gentlemen are welcome to come on board.
All right, very good. All I want is that one shot.
That's
I
it.
love the video quality. Welcome back to the show. Whoa, whoa! News you may not need. Brought to you by our Amazon page. Amazon, the best way to get anything you need: drones, sundresses, seersucker suits, cameras, Easter baskets,
nuns' habits,
whisper quiet air conditioners for the window of your studio.
Got a Dyson on the way.
And you know what? A big holiday's coming up sooner than later. Everybody.
Oh, of course.
It's talking about Easter.
Yes.
Don't forget, as Rob Spiewak likes to remind me often, Christ has risen. But Amazon always has the lowest prices in town. The only thing you'll need to provide is the hard-boiled eggs for your Easter shopping. Our Amazon portal is the best way to easily support the show. Everything for your home and your office, whether it's paper clips, coffee, clothes, electronics, or cleaning supplies, too. If you need it, Amazon has it always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com. Before we do news you may not need, you can turn that off, and can I hear it one more time?
Yeah, I think I
Because
still
I
have
want
it
to pitch
handy.
it to Oscar one more time.
I think I still have it handy.
Okay,
Hold
so
on.
ladies and gentlemen, here's the shot. This is for our viral video. I think it would be absolutely wonderful. And if I get motivated, I might actually put a dress
Do you think
on.
Patton will be in it?
It might be asking
I mean,
a
it's
bit much.
Wednesday.
The thing about
Right
it
after
is,
the show, we go and shoot it.
I have an idea for it. Yeah, Patton will come along, sure. I have an idea for it, but the fact is, we need a finish. You know what I mean? Just doing the lip sync,
a money
shot.
the money shot.
We all finish.
Right. I think really,
then go to jail.
I think it would be terrific, you know. But imagine this, you know, you're just getting a lovely city view where it goes up high enough where you get a panoramic view of Washington, D.C.
Wouldn't fly near the mall
spin
because
around,
that's illegal.
and then it
Not
comes
here.
down lower very slowly, but it pans and it goes low at the same time.
Right.
And then maybe, maybe we're all holding hands. I think it
Oh,
might
I think
be
I
beautiful.
had already envisioned it that way.
And then it's just, I do it like this.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
You see what I mean?
For the ending, would it be too dark if we get shot?
And all fall.
What if
That's how we work Pony in.
One of
Right.
our officer friends pretend to arrest us.
See, that's the thing. Right after the initial song like this,
Right.
that would be great that we have a maybe Officer Jerky lock us
Yes,
all up and put
yeah.
us in a
Yes,
police car.
Officer David.
Like you'll see from the air a squad car pull up
Right.
and then come up, and then we're running.
I'm sorry,
from the-
guys. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but you have to get out of here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Officer.
and the music stops abruptly.
Yes.
It's like- maybe with like a record scratch.
And then
Guys, you
comes
can't
on,
do that in this park.
And then NWA record comes on right afterwards.
And then with the logo, the show logo.
Perfect.
That's it.
Yes.
We've got it. All right, that's it. Thank you very much. I
You
already
wrangle,
mentioned Amazon.
You wrangle the officer. We'll wrangle the location.
Here's the question. Where do you think, could we go downtown?
Oh, no.
There's no way they let you
That's-
use that
that's when
drone?
Secret Service gets involved.
Really?
And I imagine the Capital
Airspace
State
and
Police,
everything.
yeah,
And
yeah,
they're
yeah.
little.
You know, I'm happy with just up on the corner. It could be a lot of fun. So anyway, we'll see what happens.
From around the globe, across the nation, looking through your
love the show.
neighbor's window, the Mike O'Mara Show now presents News You May Not Need, a comprehensive look at the stories you may or may not be talking about during your daily activity. And now, News You May Not Need.
I'm laughing about it already. It's easy to do. He did
It is. I love
just
it.
do what he just did on his street. The Malaysian Prime Minister says a new analysis of satellite data shows that the missing Malaysia Airlines plane plunged into the southern Indian Ocean. I watched this press conference this morning at 10 a.m. Eastern time, and it was confusing to me. Apparently, the technology that they've got has indicated that the plane did indeed go down in the southern Indian Ocean.
Okay.
And that's Flight 370, which disappeared shortly after takeoff from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. 239 souls on board. And, as we speak, ships are rushing to the location of floating object spotted Monday by Australian and Chinese planes.
Murky technology, though, because he just said some new sophisticated technology.
Very strange.
They didn't commit to anything.
And very cryptic, but yet eager to get out there
because they want to be first
and share it. It's strange, but the fact that they have ships that are now going to a previously laid out location. We'll see what's going to happen. One ship is carrying equipment to detect the plane's vital black box, but it remained uncertain whether the vessels were approaching a successful end or whether they were going to find anything that was spotted by the satellites. We don't know that yet.
It's a waiting game now. There's not many days left that the black box is going to be pinging.
Yeah,
I think they have until April 8th.
True.
And the Australian Prime Minister, Tony Abbott, he said they could be flotsam. And you know what flotsam is? That stuff you get in the corner of your mouth.
No, it's not what it is.
When you're doing an interview with Larry King.
Hi.
I got some flotsam at the corner of my mouth. We're hoping that they get closure, and apparently whatever this new technology is has indicated to at least the Malaysian Prime Minister and his people that this is definitive. The plane went down. So we'll have to wait and see. Ukraine's fledgling government ordered troops to withdraw from Crimea on Monday. That ended days of wavering as Russian troops consolidated control over the peninsula. The Russian forces have systematically seized Ukrainian ships and military installations in Crimea, including naval base near eastern Crimean port of Theodosia.
Yeah, there's no drones allowed there, Oscar.
Theodosia.
I actually dated her at American University my sophomore year.
She's still in town.
Theodosia McCarty. Yeah, good lady. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that and how far he is going to go. A lot of online speculation now that Vladimir Putin did this because he is so unpopular at home with some of the economic situations that they needed a rallying point and an enemy. And, historically, this fits into a lot of very neat categories of stuff that's happened before. Country not doing well economically. Country needs to have a cause. Country invades other countries saying
he should have started with something lighter, like maybe just go on TV and tell jokes.
I got a good one for you. Saying his emails are likely monitored by intelligence agencies, former President Jimmy Carter is using an old-fashioned method of communication with world leaders these days, the post office.
I actually, no gag, I have tape of him from Meet the Press. Do you want to hear it?
I'd like to hear it, and please tell Jimmy to go to Stamps.com.
I think he lives there.
As a matter of fact, I have felt that my own communications were probably monitored. And when I want to communicate with a foreign leader privately, I type or write the letter myself, put it in the post office, and mail it. Because I believe if I send an email, it will be monitored.
I agree with him. I totally agree. Jimmy Carter's, 89 years old?
And a smart man.
And I still, he's not, this is not the ramblings of a paranoid old man.
No.
I think he's completely legit.
Carrier pigeon's up next.
But I would point out to the former president that if you are concerned, a penknife is all you need to monitor whatever correspondence you're sending to a world leader.
And if he was truly concerned,
actually, a nice humidifier will do the job too.
Him holding it over boiling water.
Yeah, that's all you really need to do.
And although as bright as he sounds when he says this is how I'm beating them, it says, well, don't tell us. Don't tell. Yeah. I'm sending a lot of top secret stuff.
Please send me a regular letter through the post office. I'd appreciate that.
2 stamps.
And what he does, well, actually, Oscar, it sounds stupid, but he writes on the envelope, secret. Top secret.
I got a letter from the German chancellor. Unfortunately, it's got Scotch tape on the seal. It's not working for me.
Must be humid here in Atlanta.
Seriously asked about disclosures of sweeping U.S. surveillance activities, Carter, a Democrat who served as president from 77 to 81, said the practice has been extremely liberalized. I love that word. And I think abused by our own intelligence agencies. He is a smart guy, and I still respect what he has to say. James Rebhorn. Anybody know that name?
I do, as a matter of fact.
Man, this guy was in so many movies, like 100 movies.
Oh, yes.
The character actor.
This, yeah.
I remember him pretty much from the Al Pacino Scent of a Woman, where he played the headmaster.
That's right.
At the school. That was one of his best roles, and always played kind of an elitist guy, a highbrow guy.
Yeah. Claire Danes' dad in Homeland.
That's his really last big role.
And that's where and his character was Frank Matheson.
He died Friday of melanoma at his home in New Jersey, and he worked regularly in film, TV, and on stage, and he appeared in more than 50 films, including Independence Day, My Cousin Vinny, Basic Instinct, and Cold Mountain. He's also known as the father of Claire Danes in Homeland.
Young age.
Too young. Too young. That's a shame. 1 month in, NBC's generational trade of Jay Leno for Jimmy Fallon at The Tonight Show is succeeding beyond the hopes of executives who engineered it.
Boo.
Fallon's fast start is clear in television ratings and even more stark in social media metrics. While too early to declare a new king of late-night TV, the transition is a marked change from how badly NBC fumbled the short-lived switch from Leno to Conan in 2009. So Jimmy Fallon kicking ass. That's your guy.
Yeah.
And if Jimmy Fallon still generates things like he did last week with Kevin Bacon, that's going to be the MO. Yeah, is it gimmicky? Yes, it is.
It is gimmicky.
Is it successful? Yes, it is.
And
Can't
to
argue with
echo
that.
the thoughts of a lot of people on Facebook, if you're going to book Billy Joel to sing, let Billy Joel sing. Don't sing with Billy Joel.
Well, that's what Jimmy does. That's his thing. And
very cute.
Oh, if you could, you would. Anyone would. If
But
they
you know
could.
what? A smart producer wouldn't let him.
Mm-hmm. We'll see what happens. He's still doing
killing
well. The question of how producers of Fast and Furious 7 will finish filming Paul Walker's scenes may have been answered. The New York Daily News says that they hired 4 actors with similar body types, and they'll use, I find this almost hard to believe, and they will use CGI to put his face on the bodies.
Yeah.
You know what? They
Like
did
the
it.
Crow.
They did it as long ago as Jurassic Park. The kids didn't do their own stunts.
Wow.
They actually CGI'd the kids' faces on adults to make that happen.
Man.
So it's not unprecedented.
Nobody associated with the movie has confirmed this. It came from an anonymous source. We'll have to wait and see. And it's kind of weird, but it's has been done before.
Yeah,
so there is
and,
precedent.
and there's a precedent also in Back to the Future 1 to Back to the Future 2. The father, McFly's father, I
That's
forget
right.
his actor's name. He won a big lawsuit in the past where they for the
Crispin
second
Glover.
Yeah, Crispin. Thank you very much. I don't even have that escaped me. He won a lawsuit where in the second one he wasn't cast, but they found an actor that kind of looked like him, and they
doubled him and they
put
used outtakes.
prosthetics
Yeah.
and outtakes from the first filming to have him in the actual movie. He sued and won.
Big money, right?
Yeah, big money.
Well, it's amazing the technology now. I mean,
It's just
you know,
digital.
you talk about film making you immortal anyway. You do a great movie that's
Yeah.
around for decades, but that's that's even
Mrs.
more so.
Soprano did 2 episodes after she died.
Really?
Remember they did, or at least one, where they digitally inserted her into a scene with Tony. Yeah.
You know what she said about, and Mrs. Soprano, even though she's been dead for these many years, you know what she said about Paul Walker?
What's that?
Poor you.
There's almost something sweet about a father and a daughter who both go wild on spring break together.
Spring break.
It's a little something. A 20-year-old girl who goes to college in Mississippi was on spring break in Defuniak Springs, Florida.
Well, that's where I'm headed.
That one I don't know.
Wow, not in your neighborhood?
Next to Kissimmee.
She was arrested for being a minor with alcohol. Is that where it is?
No, I don't know. I just see Kissimmee ads all the time. Like, I'm
Can
never
you look
going
up
there.
Defuniak, capital D, small e, capital F, Uniak? It sounds like
Wow.
a fictitious town.
It does.
Want to get laid? Go to Defuniak.
That's right.
Her 47-year-old dad, Philip Tidwell, drove down from Dyersburg, Tennessee.
So many great words.
So it seems like it's all made up to get her out of jail. She was arrested in the afternoon, but by 11 p.m. she still wasn't out. So Philip, her dad, got impatient and had his own moment of spring break recklessness.
Oh, no.
He pulled out a golf club out of his truck and he started smashing up cars in the jail parking lot. He ended up doing about $1,600 in damage to 6 different cars.
Defuniak is in the armpit of Florida.
Near Pensacola?
Yeah, near Panama City.
Panama City,
Yes.
same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Southwest Pensacola, you're absolutely right.
Well, he also did damage to the father to a police car.
Oh, no.
The entire thing was on surveillance video. So last Wednesday, he was arrested and charged with criminal damage to property. When asked about the incident, the father said, "Spring break, spring break, spring break forever." And then they shaved his head and got rid of his dreadlocks. We'll take a break. Come back with the Audio Vault and Rob Spewak right here. Movie time on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Come on now, people, let's get on the ball and work.
I am so excited about this.
It's going to be great.
That this is the thought I have. I do the opening line. We cut to another aerial shot. I swear to God,
So
we can
multiple-
get this
multiple
done.
angles,
We
yeah.
can get this done in an hour, but it's with that hovering drone. So I do The Hills Are Live with the sound of music. That's my line.
Right.
With songs they have sung for 1,000 years.
Oh, so we each get a line.
We have to.
Okay.
And then you get the last line.
Right.
And then the police come and take us away, or somebody takes us away. Put Pony in like a police uniform.
Perfect. You have
or
one,
a fireman's
don't you?
uniform.
Yeah.
And we have or he can be in that uniform you talked about.
No.
We'll do a fake it, you know. Can we get a police costume for him?
Well, 1,000 cops. I'm sure we can.
I don't want to. We're not. The process. If we're going to do this
From
by the time
air,
I leave,
we're not going to show their faces.
What's that?
We're not going to show the officer. It will be. We'll look like we're running.
No,
from
no,
the
no.
cops.
But the process of getting a
It's
policeman.
a phone call for you. That's why you're friends with them. That's why they're supposed to do this stuff for you.
Come on, squirrel.
Yeah.
Friday
Yes.
Friday
after the
works.
show.
Yeah,
Sure.
why not?
All right, I'll call Jerky. All right, thank you very much. Let's open up the audio vault for today. This is Monday, March 24, 2013. Rob Spiewak. Hey, it's your, you're right off the toy. Tell Shannon she gets a big
I'm
check.
already ahead of you.
There you go.
Do we have a sponsor?
Sorry about that. FanDuel, Rob.
Of course, I love FanDuel.
Get ready, America. Get ready for baseball season. Opening day is next week, but face it, with 162 games a season, fantasy baseball can be a grind.
Oh, it's so many games.
Up until this point, before FanDuel, I did not play fantasy baseball because of the length of the season.
A lot of commitment.
They have a solution. FanDuel.com has the hottest thing in fantasy baseball because FanDuel is the leader in one-day fantasy baseball.
That's
It has exploded, and I'm not kidding you. There is no season-long commitment, no upfront fees. You can play every day or any day. It's all up to you. Leagues start at just $1, and you can win real money with immediate cash payouts. For example, you ready for this?
Yes.
Rob, this is going to make you become a baseball fan and play fantasy baseball.
How's that?
Chris Prince is a postal worker. He won over $535,000 with FanDuel.com.
What are we doing with this podcast? We should be on FanDuel.
Over 245,000 people have also won money, and you can be the next one. Go to FanDuel.com, click on the microphone in the upper right-hand corner, use the code TMOS to sign up today. Plus, to get started, FanDuel will match every dollar you deposit, dollar for dollar, up to $200. Hurry! This offer ends this coming Friday, so sign up today and remember to use the code TMOS. FanDuel.com, the leader in one-day fantasy baseball. That's FanDuel.com. Sign up today. Did I open it yet?
It's already open,
Very
and we're
good.
running a little late, so let me run to this because I've been waiting to play it all weekend. Julia got better each successive night when she performed in Greece.
This is his daughter in Greece. I want to hear this.
I wanted to hear a little of this. Is her solo. It's called Freddie My Love. This is from Saturday night's performance. I did cut in line to get a good seat because it meant that much to me.
Yes.
Here's my daughter singing her big number on stage.
Freddie, my love, I miss you more than words can say. Freddie, my love, please keep in touch while you're away. Hearing from you can make the day so much better.
Can you believe that's the little kid
That's
that
so
says
sweet.
hello on your instant replay?
That's so sweet.
Sounds like a grown-up, doesn't she?
That's fantastic.
And I won't favor you with the whole song. I will post it later today, but here's her big finish and her applause.
Freddie, my love.
Perfect pitch. Look at him. He's getting all buttery.
It's awesome.
He's getting all buttery. Way to go, Julia Spiewak.
She did great.
Julia's how old?
She is 13 now.
13 years old. That is pretty
Time
damn
flies.
fine right there.
So proud of her. Love her so much. And not so proud of Bill O'Reilly, Mike,
What did
who
he
was
do?
making a reference to the Dos Equis guy when he was introducing Geraldo Rivera. Look, I apologize for the audio, but check out the way he says Dos Equis. Spanish means two X's.
Okay.
Dos Equis.
You might have noticed that Geraldo has shaved his beard. Now, I'll tell you why. All right? Put the picture up right now of the, this is what? That's a Dos Equis guy, right? The guy who sells the beer. And there's Geraldo. Wherever...
Dos Equis.
It's almost as bad as saying the Sweet Six.
And we close. Haven't heard from him in a while. Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey doing a press conference fielding a question from a 3-year-old boy and not doing it in the way he probably ought to.
It's getting warm. Are you deciding to go to the New Jersey beach?
Yeah. Come here. I am excited to go to the Jersey Shore, Samuel. And I think, like everybody else, I am ready to get rid of this damn snow, Samuel.
I like Chris Christie. I still like Chris Christie.
That's your audio vault. Have a great weekend, everybody.
I want to go there too, Chris Samuel. Thank you very much. All right, we got to get out.
Have a great Monday. I love you, Julia.
Hey, way to go, Julia. Nice job with that. Okay, it's movie time. I'll call Jerky.
Do it.
And we'll see if we can do it. And I will be the director.
Yeah, so it should be good.
But if Charlie can free up some time for
Charlie.
us.
Yeah,
Charlie knows how to operate that
If he
machine.
can get off work, he's got
Really?
a job. So
And
we'll
if he
see.
can't,
I mean, I can just shoot you. It could be a
you
one
can
shot.
shoot us, and then I'll shoot
no,
you.
No, you'll shoot me.
Oh,
please.
God,
You'll
no.
run that thing right into the
Shoot
ground.
himself.
You'll have to.
How about I'll shoot you?
You have to be in it, Oscar. I know you don't want to be associated with us. We got to get out of here anyway. Jesus Christ. Ponyboy at Mike O'Mara Show for all your technical questions. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Wait, don't go. I need to tell you that MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon is perfect for all your online shopping needs. Shop the best way. Shop Amazon. And please go through our website, always open at MikeO'MaraShow.com/Amazon.
Mike O'Mara Radio Entertainment.